Hey man, I do what I
Now,
do.
it's over. If it wasn't over before, it's over now. Trump is going to cut down on all that. It just is. It has to happen. It's been a long time coming. It's pretty much over, and I think the angst and the 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 hostility that black women feel has a lot to do with the fact that many of them know those governmental programs. It's a wrap on all that. I think they realize that, and it's been a long time coming. Yeah, and we need to, in order for the black community to truly heal. Black men and black women have to come back together, but black women are not going to come back to the table and talk to black men because they don't have to. They got the Democratic Party feeding them these trinkets and these uh these uh these few little dollars, so they can always rely on the government. But once they put us back together, we'll be all right. So shout out to Very Little. Thank you so much. It has been a long time coming. Intervision FM. As a black man who is blind, I voted for President Trump 3 times. It was in New York when he came down the escalators. Wow, bro, you saw history. I hope you got some photographs. But you're not blind, brother. You just saw what we didn't see, man. So shout out to you. My man, S&P Life, last call for the BW who voted for Kamala. Either get behind the black man's leadership and show loyalty or fend for yourself in the coming years. Non-negotiable. Black MAGA, let's go. Yeah, it is what it is, and it's going to be a sea change. And a lot of you sisters, shout out to the black women. I love my pick-me's. Where my pick-me's at? Shout out to all the pick-me's, all the women who want a man, got a man, working to hold on to a man, got a husband. Shout out to all the pick-me's. Y'all hold on to y'all men. You are the intelligent women. See, for the past 20 or 30 years, we've been rewarding the 304s. But see, at this point, it's the pick-me's, it's the good girls who are going to be rewarded. And black men, I'm going to tell you this, you have to begin to reward the good girls. Look at the strip clubs. Dudes aren't going to the strip clubs anymore. Dudes aren't even going to traditional clubs like that anymore. Look at that NBA player who was propositioned by one of these 304s from Instagram, and he said, no, I'm looking for a more wholesome woman. Love that. Love seeing that. That is outstanding to me. Let's bring back some traditional values. Shout out to all the pick-me's. Where are my girls at that got husbands, that like to cook, good girls that know how to wear a skirt that come when they go out of town that's below their knee. They go out the house below their knee. They don't go out with bonnets on their heads. They know how to keep their legs closed and their eyes open and their heads up. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to all the good girls who out here who make love to their man, who don't have 3 or 4 different men on the roster. Shout out to all the women who got married young, irrespective of what their friends had to say. Girl, you need to get out there and experience the world. Hell with that. Hell with the 304 phase. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to all of the good girls. We need to reward them. See, these women who are suffering, these women out here, these are not women who are happily married. These are women who want to be able to be 304s. That's what we're dealing with. But we're not gonna worry about them. So big shout out to all the good women out there, all the good women around the country, whatever color you are, but specifically to the black women who hold it down, who the good mothers, the good wives, who want to be good wives, who are young girls, who are doing the best they can in this world, in this 304 avalanche. They're out there being the best women they can be. Those are the women that black men need to support. You want to hire quality women? Well, stop making these 304s. We are the ones that made these 304s. We went through a whole 304 stage back in 1989, 1999, and the 2000. Remember that? We turned a whole generation of women into 304s. We put them on, we turned them into strippers, had them in the strip club, promoted that, and then you wonder why we got a Cardi B. You wonder why we haven't made the Stallion. We fed that, fellas. We fed that. We made it transactional. We did. And now we like, nah. Or this new generation is like, nah, we not with that. Because our mothers was 304s and we ain't like that. And the truth is, a lot of our mothers from our generation was 304s. We saw those men coming in and out, and we just took it a step further. But it's gone too far. Okay? And it wasn't helped by the fact that we had policies by the Democratic Party that allowed women to do this stuff. You see, you could go off and have 3 or 4 kids because welfare would take care of it. You can go off and have 3 or 4 different men, or 3 or 4 different men in your house every week, and you don't know who the child's father is because you could put them all on child support. There was no DNA test. There was Section 8. You could do that. But now all of that's coming to an end. All roads come to an end at some point. You remember that. And that's what we're dealing with right now. And that's the frustration you see with a lot of these women. On top of that, they're recognizing that they don't necessarily have control of black men. And the other thing is there's a lot of built up animosity, oftentimes misplaced, directed towards black men. But here's the thing, family. Shout out to everybody who came through with the super chat. I'm going to take a few minutes to give a shout out to the folks who came through with the Cash App. My man Technologies, thank you so much. Mr. Lawrence 7777, thank you for the $10. Mr. Campbell, thank you for the 5. Mr. Derek, thank you for the 2. Mr. Pat Sajak 77, thank you for the $2 Cash App. Here's the thing, fam. In closing, it's clear that black men have begun to make our own decisions at the polls, casting votes based on our values and our interests. And this election has been a wake-up call. Somebody type wake-up call in the chat room. This election has been a wake-up call, showing black men are no longer content to be taken for granted or to vote in lockstep simply because that's what is expected of us. Okay? And, we're choosing to think critically, to assess what aligns with our goals and to cast our votes accordingly. The fact that so many of us voted for Trump doesn't mean we are betraying our community. It means we're standing up for our right to make choices that serve our vision of our better future. The backlash we received from some quarters, particularly from certain women who've taken to social media to express their anger and rage and disappointment and even hatred, and wishing harm on black men. That's disturbing. It's disturbing, and it's gone too far. Suggestion that we deserve violence at the hands of the police, but daring to think for ourselves? To those voices, for these people, we say this: such hatred does not represent the strength and resilience and unity we expect in our community. Threatening or wishing harm upon us for voting our convictions is not only unjust, it's divisive and dangerous. To those black women who feel justified in attacking and shaming and vilifying black men for exercising our right to vote, let's get one thing straight. Our vote is ours to cast, and it's based on our values, needs, and interests as American citizens. The relentless backlash we've seen accusing black men of betrayal, misogyny, or even ignorance, it goes beyond simple political disagreement. The truth is, we don't owe you or anyone else anything, and that includes our vote. Least of all those who believe they can manipulate us with guilt and shame and intimidation. Voting is an act of individual agency, and to castigate black men for using that agency, it reflects an attitude that is both narrow-minded and self-serving. To see some black women expressing disappointment or frustration is one thing. Disagreement is natural in politics, but many have taken this reaction far beyond reason. The fact that some have resorted to openly wishing harm upon black men, even suggesting that police violence is just a justifiable consequence, that exposes a level of malice that cannot be ignored. How can you call for unity on one breath and then turn around and wish death or violence upon your own brothers, fathers, and sons because of a difference in political opinion? This is not only harmful, it's divisive, and it speaks volumes about how some are willing to sacrifice the well-being of black men simply because we choose not to align with their preferred candidate. For years, black women have boldly asserted their independence, proclaiming that they are strong, independent, and don't need a man. They built platforms and movements around the idea that they can and will thrive without us. Yet, when black men make choices that reflect our own independence and self-interest, the same women feel entitled to attack us for exercising our autonomy. If you don't need us, then why do you feel so entitled to control our votes? If black men are so disposable, why does our vote suddenly matter when we cast it in a way that doesn't support your vision? The accusation that black men are somehow betraying black women by voting for Trump is both misplaced and unfair. We have a right, let me say that again, we have a right to vote for the candidate we believe will best represent our needs, our communities, and our futures.
DennisSpurling, got the mic on fire.
Black father, I have black son.
Tune in, weekly feeling inspired. From the heart, real talk ignite. Every episode brings the light. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's family. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Drop some coins, enjoy the ride. Come say hi, catch the wave, don't pass by. Lifted spirits always inside. In this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's fair. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Drop some coins.
Donation. I thought it was a
Hey man, I'll do what I do. You know that.
Your ass, class. Don't come over here. You tall black women up inside. I don't give a fuck about